What if I told you there was a plugin that could instantly clean up a noisy vocal recording? Well, that plugin does exist, and it's called Clarity VX by Waves. Whether if it's noise from a fan or heavy traffic outside your window, this simple to use one knob plugin can eliminate background noise and leave you with a clear and fully preserved vocal. So does it work? Let's put it to the test. So today we're testing out Clarity VX by Waves. And as a home studio owner, if you're recording vocals, it's inevitable that at times your recordings are going to be exposed to noise pollution and other external sounds that can have a negative impact on your recordings. Maybe a loud car outside revved its engine, or maybe a car alarm starts going off, or you might even have other people in your home that made some noise during that perfect vocal take. Rather than re-recording your parts, this plugin with its AI-powered technology is supposed to remove all the noise, leaving you with only the vocal. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, let's set up a microphone and start making some noise. All right, so I recorded some examples to test out this plugin. I did one with some background music playing out of my studio monitors. I did another where I set a fan next to my microphone. And I even did a third one where I brought a vacuum in and let it run while I was talking over the noise. So let's dive in and see if Waves Clarity VX can knock out this noise and isolate that vocal. All right, so here we are. We got our plugin open. We got our audio tracks ready to go. Let's see if we can remove this noise. We're going to start with the background music track first. And for that, I did 3 different variations of volume levels on that music. So let's take a look. So this is at a pretty low volume right now. I think it might be able to do a good job at this volume right here, but let's turn it up a bit. So this might be more of a mixing volume, just to give you an idea of kind of where we're at. So still easy to talk. So right there, once we got up to like that 91% or so on there, you really start to hear that voice change. It did remove a lot of the background noise, but the character of the voice definitely changed quite a bit. Talk over, but definitely louder in the room. Let's go up a little more with it. And here we go, quite a bit louder, and I'm still talking on the mic here. Can Waves. So overall, with the background music, it did remove quite a bit, surprisingly. But once we got above that 50% area, you could really notice a difference in the quality of my voice in the microphone. It didn't do as well as I hoped with the background music, but if you needed to tuck it down a little bit, it would do an okay job for you. Let's jump over to the fan track where I had a fan running next to the microphone. So definitely much louder. Apologize in advance for the noise. Hopefully you're not hearing noise if the plugin is doing its trick like it's supposed to. But let's go up one more. Let's bring this up to high. So this is max speed with the fan, definitely a lot louder. And it's closer to the microphone than I am, but I'm speaking directly at the mic, so be really curious to see how well this can work with this type of sound source nearby. So that was pretty cool. That fan was really like 8 inches away from my mic, and I did not expect that to be able to reduce that noise that much. So we're going to jump over to the insanely loud vacuum that I had running while recording on my microphone. This thing was louder than any of the other sources we recorded, so I do not have any faith that this plugin is going to be able to cancel this out. It was just too darn loud. I literally had to shout over it to try to make sure that you could hear me on my mic. So let's see what we get. So that is really loud in here. We're going to vacuum around, move that around here a bit. I don't think this one is going to work. I think it's too loud for Waves to take that out. And I'm shouting over here to try to talk above it. So we'll see what happens once we jump into the DAW. Holy crap, that actually worked. I did not think that was going to be able to do that. Only thing I can think, that's a constant sound source similar to like the fan that we had running, and it works pretty well in the fan. But this worked on that loud vacuum. I mean, I had to go pretty much to the max with it, but it reduced that vacuum noise significantly. But if you needed to use that in a pinch for something, or maybe you're editing dialogue and there's wind noise, this would get the job done for you. That's pretty awesome. So to wrap things up, this Waves Clarity VX plugin is pretty legit. It did a fantastic job getting rid of the fan noise and getting rid of the vacuum noise, which I did not expect it to touch. It didn't do as great of a job reducing the background music under my voice. Maybe if I took a little more time adjusting some of the settings, or even jumped up to the Pro version, which has additional features, we'd be able to reduce the level of that backing track a bit more. But all in all, this is a great plugin to have in the toolbox. Let me know in the comments if you've tried the Waves Clarity VX plugin. I'm interested in hearing how it's worked for you. I'm definitely going to reach for this plugin when needed. That's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I'll see you on another video soon.